You hear me on radio?
I hear you on radio.
Okay, they are going up the Great Ocean side, so we should kind of like, you know, one on Califia, one by, you know, spread out a bit, so there's a couple options. So I'm gonna go to Route 68 and get by the bridge side. All right, bet. You get what I'm saying, though, right? Spreading, so there's more option in case a cop
all
comes.
along. Yeah. Yeah, go back from the east side, and I'll go west side then. East coast is completely clear. I see. Oh my god, I lied.
Wait, oh my.
Is he okay?
I don't know. No.
What the hell just happened?
Oh, you were in an accident, sir.
Yeah, I think you were just in a bad accident. I might have switched lanes without putting my blinkers on. I'm so sorry, sir.
Oh, don't worry about it, ma'am.
All right, sir. Can you move your fingers and toes?
No, I'm good. I trust this woman, though.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Is he gonna breathe? Is he gonna live?
Hey, don't worry, ma'am.
All right, we'll
Should
get
happen.
an ambulance.
Yeah. Oh.
Need a 52 to 182 on the freeway, please.
Oh my god, that's Maeve too. Yeah.
Is he coughing blood? Is he? Sir?
I don't know.
Sir? Oh,
Sir?
oh God. Yeah.
I'm good.
Oh, God.
It's just my ribs.
All right. Are you bleeding from anywhere? I'm just gonna check, okay?
Yeah. No, I don't think I'm bleeding. I think it's just bruises.
All right.
Oh my god.
EMS on the way.
I'm gonna stick with you until I know that the EMS is saying you and live. Otherwise, I got this on my guilty conscience if you die before my eyes.
No, you're good. Ma'am, you wouldn't happen to be a taxi driver, would you?
I mean, I drive my friends around. Yeah, I mean, I used to be a taxi driver back in the day.
You mind if I pay you $100 out the hospital? Give me a ride somewhere?
Yeah, no, that's
All right.
I'm sorry, that's the least I could do. Yeah, you know what? $50. That's it.
All
No,
right.
zero. The least I can do. I'm sorry.
All right, I appreciate
Man,
it.
can you make sure he lives? What? $0? Change my mind. I'm sorry.
What? So, is there a reason you were
then
driving so fast?
hit each other and he ejected and he's down, so...
What was it?
Yeah,
That's the thing.
I was trying to pull
The
you
cops
over.
are busy on the East Coast because of that. Just heads
No,
up to
you weren't. What do you mean you were trying to pull me over?
I have my lights and sirens on. I was right behind you trying to pull you over and you just were going really fast and kept going.
There was literally no lights and no sirens.
I did. I have my lights and sirens on. Maybe it's the
You
rain.
can see they're still on.
Bro, what is happening? What? Hello? Right now? Literally, sirens came in the last second. CMS almost here.
Just waiting for them. They're coming now.
Never a victim, always a suspect. Yeah, it's just sad and pathetic, to be honest. It's like time and place, you know what I mean? You know, go to the hospital, maybe then, you know, it's just like, I don't give a fuck if, bro, like,
Hello.
Hey.
it's just
Hi.
ridiculous.
He's not bleeding. He's
Yeah.
got some big bruises.
Okay.
Flew out of his car.
Oh no. With me, sir?
Yeah. I think some lady, like, went off road and just slammed in my vehicle.
Oh no. Sorry. How are you feeling? Can you wiggle your fingies and your toesies for me?
Yeah, I can't.
Almost, but
And that feels okay. You got some bruising and stuff here.
Yeah,
Yeah, how's your breathing?
I think pretty good.
Yeah. Does it hurt a little bit? Because you might have some broken ribs. This guy's not in custody, right?
moment he is, yeah.
Oh.
At the moment, we basically so we
Can
just
we
wanna
talk
check
about
your
this
ID.
after I get some fucking medical?
Yeah,
Yeah,
of
you can get a
course.
medical.
I just want to let you know
Alright.
why I'd be putting you in cuffs
Oh,
right
yeah.
now. Okay.
You're gonna.
I just wanted to know if I was going to take you to the hospital with an escort or not. That's all.
Because right now we're not going to arrest you for anything. Actually, I'm not going to arrest
How
you
about,
at
how
all.
about you
I just
focus
wanna...
on let me get some fucking medical first?
All right, so you switched up real quick. Okay, yeah, just take me to the hospital.
Okay. Yeah, you seem pretty okay. I do want to get your ribs checked out, though. I'm a little worried about that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a C-collar around your neck.
All right.
Just right here. And I do want to take a look at some of this bruising and stuff, too. So, like I said, I'm going to get you to a hospital because your ribs are not looking so hot. I'm going to put you on a
Appreciate it.
spinal board. Here we go. Let me get you in the ambulance.
Right, we're gonna want to put him in cuffs.
Bro, it's so
Oh,
fucking
okay.
ridiculous.
Yep.
Bro, I don't think
you.
I've been
Okay.
this annoyed in a minute. Bro, literally no sirens. Like, I
Right.
just,
At the
I'm
very
sorry.
least,
I have to call you
please.
back in a second.
I've
I'm
got
at
my
work.
plate.
I'm gonna stay quiet.
1 second, sir.
It's so like, bro, man, it's like stolen. Like, just do some what?
Okay, thank you.
Oh my god. I genuinely thought they were joking. Now I'm just like,
Okay, there you go. Oh.
oh,
Okay. Are you in, sir?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bro, I don't.
1 second.
I'm gonna explain why I'm a little annoyed.
Am I okay to go to the hospital? Thank you very much.
It's fucking. It just feels like all the role play is so speedrun. It's a stolen vehicle. Like, bro, that siren. They're claiming they were following the entire time. Literally, you
Getting
might
that
have
getting
been,
spicy.
but, bruh, like, it's a
Sir,
fucking
I'm
car.
talking to you.
Oh, sorry about that. I'm just.
No, it's okay. I'm just really nosy. I was just wondering if you were doing anything actually like fun.
I wish I was. Some lady crashed into me. They're claiming they've been chasing me this entire time, which is ridiculous. Yeah, just very unfortunate.
I'm sorry. Hopefully they'll just let you go.
That's insane. That's insane, dude.
Here's the thing. I don't care if people are doing crime. I'm just very
Listen,
nosy about the crime because I'm curious.
I've never seen anything like it before.
Oh. Sounded like whatever was happening was going on for a long time, so.
Yeah, I know. No. I went from a car crash to get into cuffs.
Yeah. Well, like I said,
Being
hopefully they'll
questioned
just
while
let
I'm
you go.
like, just got in a severe car accident. It's insane.
Yeah, the only reason I asked them if you were detained is because I wanted to know if they just
No,
could
you're
leave.
good by that. I was surprised I even was.
Yeah. All right, we're almost there. We'll get you treated.
Fucking
And
ridiculous,
do some
dude.
X-rays and stuff on you.
I'm just so.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm beside myself, man. There's no breathing room.
All right, I'm
It
gonna
feels
get in the
like,
car.
bro. I didn't think I'd get this annoyed in a minute,
We're gonna get you seen.
but
by
I just I can't help myself.
It's in the
I'm
inside
just
of
so
the
22,
I am
23,
just so
CC.
like beside
Into a side
myself.
room? Oh, okay. My goodness. My tiny
Yeah,
little arms
it's.
are so
I'm
weak.
just so beside myself. It's a stolen car, man.
There you go.
Yeah, you know, question, arrest me, whatever. Like, I'll take the time and fine, man. You know, I don't give a shit. But like, just this, just sheer.
Clap
There's a
them
couple of
home.
cops
Even-
pulling up to the hospital right now, and I think Tuggz might have just gotten to the hospital, by the way, so not sure why they're here.
Didn't even come in here.
I just don't even know, bro. It just feels like
It's 2
everything's
units
some
out of the
really
hospital.
shitty, like,
Thought
math
he's-
equation.
I'm just arriving right now. I'm just passing GG gas.
Hey, hey, don't, man.
I'm gonna need you to just flex your E
You
muscle
can
real
go
quickly.
in somehow and see what's up. I'm on the outside, so.
Oh,
I'm going
yeah,
in and
I
check up.
gotcha.
What's up?
Is that better?
There's 2 units at the back, though, yeah?
Yeah. I'll go in and see.
And they took him
It's
to the
not.
back, if that is him. So just
Um,
double check for me if he's in there, first of all. If it is, I don't know why they're taking him to the back, which means he's arrested
Can you
usually,
try doing
no?
it one more time?
Yeah.
Being chased, though. The cop was just passing by and they stopped, so.
You might have to use your Alt I before you flex it.
Butter?
Perfect.
That you boys right
so
there?
he's not too messed up.
Yeah,
Might have some
hold
broken
on.
ribs.
You good?
Tuggz might be getting arrested,
A
I
bit of
think. I'm
bruising
not
that was
sure.
treated on scene, but you might find some other stuff when you
I
examine.
don't know why, though,
do
because
see
it was just
that.
a
Thank you.
rejection because I hit
You're
him on the
welcome.
side, but I don't think he's being chased, but a cop pulled over.
Do you have any pain
I
specifically
don't
I'll
see him
be
in
honest,
here.
you wanna
we
tell
can't
me
really do
about?
much for him.
Yep,
Timothy,
there's
you
3 units
talk.
right now at the back.
Oh, sorry,
I see,
man.
I see you do have some bruising around the ribs. Is that the only spot that hurts?
Yeah, it's someone crashed into me.
Okay. Let's get those ribs wrapped up in a supportive bandage. They should heal on their own, but if they
I'm
do
just
take longer
gonna
than, like, a
take the
week to heal,
charge.
come
I
back
don't want to
for,
make it a
some
bigger deal
further
than it
treatment,
is.
okay?
I'm just extremely disappointed.
You'll need to keep them iced. You can do 20 minutes at a time with an hour in between ice packs.
And to think like it was
Get
just
these,
like
scrapes and bruises cleaned up as well.
being annoyed by being like questioned about a potential crime while I'm down on the ground. Like, what is happening now?
Once you open your eyes, you don't.
I just don't understand. I don't even know how to. Like, how do you even RP it out? Like, you know what I mean? Do I not RP my injuries now? Like, even to the smallest amount? I'm confused and shocked.
All right,
Yo,
how you feeling
T-Jaws,
now?
thank you for the 14 months. Oh, I'm feeling better. Oh.
All right, what I'm gonna do
Brother,
is I'm gonna
please
have
bench
you
trial.
up out of the
This
bed
shit
here
is
for a second,
insane.
and then we're gonna just check, make sure everything's still good.
Yeah, man.
Oh my god, I'll try.
I'm just flabbergasted, dude. Holy fuck.
Okay.
No, you do a call, right? Call him. Did you make the bar?
All right, everything looks good. All your bandages are in place. You may have to think about your, EC, if you're feeling like you can't see things very well.
Yep. Awesome, thank you.
No problem. I hope you feel better.
Thank you, doctor.
No problem.
All right, you feeling better?
Can you explain to me in simple terms what just happened? I want to understand a couple things. So first off, I'm trying to understand why I'm in cuffs. Second off, I want to understand why the fuck a law enforcement officer is telling me that y'all been chasing my ass when I heard right before the crash a fraction of a siren go off.
Can we do this at MRPD?
And then the next thing I want to understand is why the fuck some dumbass cop is questioning me about a potential crime while I'm receiving medical. Where the fuck is your goddamn priority? I don't if you think I did something, if I did something, that's fine. But how the fuck do you expect me to react and then get a bullshit fucking reaction like you switched up when I'm on the fucking ground while someone else crashed into me and your first priority should be taking care of me instead of getting a fucking arrest so you can suck off some captain so you can get a promotion?
All right, like I said, again,
Suck
let's
my
take this
dick.
to MRPD.
right, yeah, we're
we don't
going.
need to be discussing this right now. Calm down.
Calm down,
We'll
motherfucker.
discuss it later.
Motherfucker, I just got in a car
We
accident.
were in it.
Okay.
That is
Fuck.
crazy.
All right. So you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you.
What am
in a
I
court of
being
law.
arrested for?
You have the right to remain silent.
What
Anything
am
you
I
say
being
can and will-
arrested for?
You have the right to remain
I'm
silent.
being moved
Anything you
right now.
say-
I need to know what I'm being arrested for.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have a right to
I'm gonna
attorney
keep it
present
in
when
RP,
questioning.
but
You
I
can
am
afford one.
pretty
One will be
annoyed.
appointed to you by the state if available. Do you understand your rights?
Yep.
Fantastic. I will answer all of your questions in due time.
All right.
I think this is your car. Yeah.
Yes, it is. Thank you. Before I move you, sir, I'm just going to pat you down, see if you've got any weapons on you.
All right. It's fine. It's whatever. I'm gonna eat the charge, but fuck going to court over this, man. I'm just so confused. I just don't even know what the interaction was. That's all I'm asking for, bro. Like
All right. It's been loaded
Chad,
up.
I
We're
can
gonna be
promise you
sending
up and
6 to
down,
LAPD now.
time, fine, whatever, but
Where'd you go?
I just don't understand. It's like someone caught I don't even know what I did.
Not in my eyes.
I don't even know what I did.
This person had an ID on them that is one Stanley Miller. Avram.
Yeah.
I've seen.
It's man, it's frustrating, dude. I couldn't even RP out my injuries on the ground for like a little bit. You know what I mean? Bring me down to the station, question me, right? Why are you in this? Then throw me. But it's just like everything is just like immediately
Yeah,
jump
we're definitely
over.
gonna want those, thank you.
It's
I'll get one up for you. Report up here for you in a
I've
second.
never seen this.
There shouldn't be any need for it.
I think for me it's a little tough because, like, you know, being on the ground trying to give some roleplay hints, like, guys, I just got in a car accident. I'm not trying to answer questions right now. I'm literally incapacitated in a car crash that if you were chasing, you saw someone just fucking head on me, get me on the ground, and I'm trying to RP out like moans and shit, not say too much. And it's just like, let me ask you these questions. And I go, or like, if you're not getting the hint and then getting mad that, like, I'm trying not to answer questions while fucking incapacitated from a car crash. It's like, I don't even, like, what do you want me to do? I don't understand. I just don't, I don't get it. Yeah, it's crazy. I just don't understand. I just don't get it.
All right, just gonna get a mask off you.
All right. No, it's not. It's not everybody, man. I just I don't know. It's so confusing to me. I'll take, bro. Send me in for 500 years, $500,000. I literally played a
are you
psycho.
gonna need any of the food that you have on your person?
Maybe.
I will give you your food.
I just I don't know what's happening. I've spent more time in jail than a lot of people over the years. I remember being on the run for 30
Right, so I'm
IRL
happy to answer
days.
your questions. And we
Yeah.
can go through them one by one if you like.
Yeah, let's start by getting someone who's not a dumbass down here.
Okay. You want to try
Let
that
me talk,
again?
yeah, let me talk to your superior, bro.
You want to try again? You realize I have no obligation to do that, right?
Okay. Well, then I got no obligation for anything other than a lawyer.
Okay, no worries.
All right. Is your dumbass going to tell me what I'm in jail for right now? Because you just moved me without
yeah.
telling me what the fuck I'm in jail for right now.
Yeah, I don't have to tell you that
Yabba dabba doo.
until...
Oh, you don't got to tell
Okay.
me why I'm arrested. Okay. All right.
Okay, so if you're going to keep interrupting me, you're never going to
Yeah,
get the
you can
information
suck
you
my
want.
dick, bro. Oh, dude, I'm going to... Tuggz is going to be a pain in the ass.
Hello, you available for representation at MLPD?
I want to make it clear, while I am kind of upset, I am good, but Tuggz is going to be fucking pissed. All right. It is what it is. We just got to kind of accept this is what it is. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, see, I'm just confused. But at the same time, in character, Tuggz is going to be fucking pissed. Bro, these cops are telling me that they were chasing. Post facto made the statement after she left. Oh, by the way, we were chasing the entire time. Post facto start doing all this stuff to the vehicle before seeking medical attention, and then watching the cop prioritize an arrest over your safety and then not tell us why we're getting arrested. I don't, like, I mean, you know, it's I just it's very tough. The medical thing, the medical thing is what everything was chill up until that medical thing. The medical thing, I was just like, what the fuck? I don't even know anymore. Yeah, that's why I'm kind of just like, you know, it is what it is, man. We just got to accept it. This is the expectation. It's just it's very difficult cuz I don't even want my character to be this mad at the cops. It's crazy. It's just I don't know, man. Naughty Santa, thank you for the 10 months. Appreciate it, man. I feel bad for folks like Coyote and shit cuz I want to have these interactions, but this is like fucking North Korea levels of like insanity. Like, I just don't even know. This is like North Korea levels of insanity. I'm just left speechless, not even knowing what just happened to my character. All right. That's why I'm so like frustrated. How often do you see me get mad? Right. I don't like, I say shit in character. I like literally try to drop breadcrumbs every second, even though I get shit for it. You know, even in the gang, I get shit for it sometimes where I'm being like, you know, playing the 19-year-old doing dumb shit. But like when you just kind of feel like you've just been absolutely violated, it's just like I'm confused. I don't know what to do. I don't know. It sucks. And I kind of feel like I have to like explain why I'm annoyed because I don't want anyone to take it the wrong way. It's not even, it just, like, I don't know. Am I not expected to role play? That's what it felt like. That's what got me. That's what actually got me. It was as bad as like a chatter in chat telling me why I'm not doing some non-role play thing, you know? Like, why aren't you just shooting them, or why aren't you doing this? You know, it was just like that's like, do I just pretend I didn't get in a car crash? Do we just, I don't like,
yo,
am I supposed to just say, oh, you got me, guys, I lost this round? That's what, yeah, that's kind of the feeling of it. It was just like, well, lost this round, guys. It's kind of frustrating. There's like two aspects that really caught me off guard. One is the expectation that I need to be fully cooperative while having just gotten into a car accident. Immediately getting in cuffs, but then also it was that I cannot be in character mad that I'm being questioned as if I did something that's wrong, right? And that it was in that very moment where it was just like, well, do I just pretend this is a fake character in game? Like that's what I'm just like, do I just pretend this is not a real character? And I'm just like, oh, you got me. Like, yo, guys, you got me. Like, that's when I just that at that point I was just like, I don't even know. Wait, am I not supposed to RP? Like, I'm so confused. Did I do too much making the grunting noises on the ground? Like, what? I don't. I don't even know what to do now, really. No, don't say weird shit like F8 and whatever. I'm genuinely, like I said, I'm bewildered and I'm confused. I'm also worried that anything that I say in game is gonna be taken as like OOC frustration because my character is gonna be fucking triggered as shit with what just transpired. But you know what I mean? But it's something as minor as what happened over there was like came across as an issue. Like, I don't know what you're supposed to do here. I just fucking nearly died, and like I just don't know. I just don't know. They didn't even tell me why I got arrested. Like, it's crazy. Like, this is literally a investigative hold that's taking place. You never do this to anybody unless, like, I just don't even, yeah.
Hello, Mr. Miller.
I have never, like, I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened, but I'm pretty. I don't know how I'm supposed to react to anything, so I'm gonna tell you as I saw it, so you kind of know what you're working with. I was driving up the road. Now this vehicle was stolen, mind you. And then all of a sudden, a car comes off the side of the road, slams into me. I go flying and I get incapacitated, right? I am then watching. I swear to God, everything I'm telling you is 1000% factual, by the way. I get launched out of the vehicle. I land, I crash. All of a sudden, you know, I'm just like, oh shit, I got in a car crash. You know what I mean? And you know, the lady who hit me is standing there, and now there's a cop car over there. I had heard like a siren for like a fraction of a second before the crash. And it happened so quickly. Like originally I was under the impression that maybe some cop was chasing the red car or something like that, and maybe I don't know. And maybe a local hit me, but I soon came to realize that this lady who had hit me, the lady had hit me, and it wasn't a local. So now, I'm chilling on the ground, whatever, not chilling, but I'm on the ground, hurt, injured, nothing's broken, right? But I'm still kind of like, my ribs are fucked up and out of breath or whatever. And the lady stopped. Police officers stopped. We're there for like, I don't know, 5 minutes, whatever. EMS comes. Now this guy is detailing the vehicle. He's checking inside of it. He's checking this detail. He's doing that detail, this and that. Then the lady starts questioning me on the ground while I have been grunting for the past 10 minutes and barely having much of a conversation. She starts interrogating me.
Wait. The lady that crashed into
Yeah.
you? Or...
No, the cop, who I thought was there to, give me medical, is now interrogating me after hearing me grunt for the past 5-10 minutes. And she goes, "Can you tell me why?" Fuck, I don't even remember what she said. She either said why you were running away from the police or why you were driving so fast and why I didn't pull over. Something in that field. And I'm like, what? That never happened. After which she said, oh, well, we were like chasing you down for some time. I don't remember verbatim what it was, but it was like exactly, because I was just on twofold. One is, why the fuck is she questioning me after this massive car crash? Right?
You're not even medically cleared yet.
I'm not even cleared. Like, I get it. Maybe they're trained to get shot up, and it's happened. I've literally watched this happen. That these guys are like trained to get shot and then start calling for people's arrests. That's happened to me, by the way, and I'm waiting to go to court over it. He did, but I mean, but okay, true, but like, listen, what he does, I don't even.
No, I'm just saying they're probably learning by his example. Yeah.
I don't know where the fuck this training is coming from, but like, just like a week or two ago, some lady that got blasted, some cop officer who got blasted, literally called for my arrest while bleeding out. Like, it's just crazy and dumbfounding to me, But regardless, like, I don't know, like where, like, this is kind of like become a thing is maybe they're like used to it, that they start fucking interrogating me on the ground. Like, at what point?
Standards are so low that you get playing in the mud.
So I kind of snap back, right? And I'm like, look, I don't know what I said, but I made it very clear I ain't trying to answer any questions. Can I get medical or something like that? And she goes, oh, you switched on me real quick. It's like, I'm sorry, I have to justify the fact that I've just been in a car crash and I'm not answering your dumbass questions. Like literally, who the fuck hired your dumbass? You know what I mean? Like, it's just like it just, why do I need to explain why I'm not comfortable answering questions after having been in a car crash and showing clear signs that I'm not perfectly 100% good to go, right? Yeah. I don't like, and so, but the moment I got that reaction is when I just was just like, well, I don't know what the expectation here is. Like, am I supposed to just bend over and like expose my backside? Like, what, like, You know, like first off, I don't even know why. I secondly know that they're lying out of their teeth about their reason for even pulling up. It's just very confusing situation. Now, they end up putting me in cuffs, arresting me. They didn't even tell me what I've been arrested for. I actually asked multiple times after I got cleared. I said, why am I getting arrested? They kept reading me my Miranda right. And I'm like, okay, why am I getting arrested? They told me, you'll find out. Now, unless Los Santos law has completely changed, I don't remember it ever being illegal for them to not tell you what the arresting reason is. I know sometimes maybe they don't tell you, but I asked for it. I still don't know what it is. So.
Okay. So what the officer told us lines up a lot with what you said. They said that they seen the car you were driving speed past, and then they went to pull you over, and they said the lights were on for like a second before you got crashed into.
Yep. They also witnessed the red car coming out of nowhere like a Dukes of Hazzard too.
So like, did like the brain cells not work? Like, what are these guys? Why are they police officers?
So
I'm so confused.
They, Tony, correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I misunderstood. The officer was saying that if you hadn't been so aggressive towards them, that he would have maybe not arrested you.
Huh?
Translation: if you didn't scratch his ego, he wouldn't have put you in this situation. Is the
Yo, that's crazy.
I'm gonna be real, because the way I interpreted the entire thing is like, oh, because he got aggressive, and now that I hear your story, I'm like, well, no shit, anybody.
And
no, am I supposed to like be sucking their dick off? Like, I don't understand.
Well,
like,
be the expectation.
Yeah, what?
So they did say that your gun was hot, and that they are willing to exercise some discretion if you speak to them nicely when they come back.
Oh, they can suck my entire asshole. I want to talk to whoever is in charge.
Yeah, we can request a higher.
Yeah,
up.
this is actually absolutely incredibly the worst shit I have seen, like, in forever. Like,
in addition to
like straight up, I want their fucking badges type shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now, I don't like it. It's not beside me, right? I'm sure, like, you know, someone's gonna come down here, and like, someone's gonna come down here, and they're gonna be like, "Oh my God, here's these excuses." No, fuck that shit. I want to know, before I leave here, that I have done my due diligence, and I have talked to the person that is in charge of them, and let them know exactly what happened. If they don't decide to do anything, that's on them. But
yeah. So like the charges, like it's difficult to get out of because, like you said, the car was stolen. So
it opened up the PC and everything. But however, I'm interested though. When they started questioning you on the ground, you were not only not mentally fit to be answering questions, did they even Mirandize you at that point?
No.
So they started asking questions, didn't let you know of your rights, knowing full well you were incapacitated, not in the best fit to answer any questions.
And then they got mad when I like indicating that I'm not trying to answer questions while in a fucking like I wasn't like,
like
I was very clearly injured. Yeah, I didn't like, and to get offended by that is insane. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
let's talk about the game plan right now then, because the charges, unfortunately, they're probably going to try to out ego us on that one. But we're gonna go.
Fine in time doesn't like. Listen, this is like I want their fucking badges type shit.
Oh yeah. We're definitely gonna go. Yeah, we're definitely gonna go for getting the superior officer and then getting the officers involved with the situation, in particular the person that was asking you questions, because all we were talking to was the guy out front over there that brought us in. I don't know if she or he was the driver of the patrol vehicle, and then while he was doing the thing, she was just being out of pocket.
Yeah,
Yeah, they said that they were speaking to you on the ground for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's crazy. These guys are straight up like twisting what transpired in front of them. Like this, bro, it is absolutely crazy to me. It's scary the way that it is scary. That is scary.
Yeah. Let's go and I'm going to ask him for a superior officer to come down and let's
Yeah.
just try to
Yeah.
talk about them about the situation. I'm pretty much gonna say you'd like to talk, but you'd like to talk with somebody in charge so that there's any hopes of, in their eyes, de-escalation, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, and I also think it's important to bring up the fact that they're going to go easier if I suck them off, which is fucking insane.
Yeah. No, 100%.
I don't think there's any fucking remorse or like common sense or like brain functionality happening with those two.
No,
If
exactly,
they
that's why
honestly think someone who has literally been in a car accident, is moaning on the ground, is going to just like bend over sideways and not take it a wrong way when you're fucking interrogating them on the ground, not telling them why they're being arrested and being treated like a fucking pawn in some person's like chess game. Like
And the person that ran into you, what happened to them? They just get the drive
Yeah.
off and the merry go away?
This is not fucking North Korea, brother. Like, what the fuck? That is...
Try to get a superior officer. We'll be back.
Yeah. I want to be very clear. Tuggz asking for their badge very much in game, but this is the most I can like stay mad in character. And I think just do what makes the most amount of fucking sense. I genuinely is it. I Dun-dun-dun. Yeah, let's not go to extreme. I like NoPixel. I think most of the cops are really good. I think a lot of things are salvageable. Let's not get carried away. I know listen, some of you little shits, all right? I know some of you little shits are over here because you want to say some weird stuff. I'm not on your side, all right? I'm on the side of the server at the end of the day. There's a lot of crims do dumb shit. Cops do dumb shit. A lot of people do dumb shit. At the end of the day, I hope things get better. But, you know, the one thing that's never going to help is extremist takes. At that point, it's better not to even watch if, you know, you're that mad. But 99% of you guys are cool. But I know some of you guys, I see what some of y'all saying. Some of y'all went to be like, yo, fuck NoPixel and yo, fuck all these cops, OOC. I see you. We ain't on that dumb shit, all right? Nobody that you're watching, including myself, wants to see that. Neither do most of the viewers either. You have to understand, we've been in with NoPixel for a while. We've been through the ringer and shit. I haven't even been in Chain Gang forever. You know what I mean? I'm gonna cop for 2 years. We want this place to succeed. But some chatters don't. Some chatters are from live stream fails. Let's be honest. Not that here. No, I don't think it's investment. I think there's a lot of legitimate concerns and legitimate frustrations. I don't like, for me, listen, man, I'm not going to apologize for my frustration. not in this case. I felt like this is the first time in a very long time. It almost felt like I got the inclination of like, why are you role playing? Which that one hit deep. That one hit deep. Na 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 na. It hurts too, because like it's kind of like I try to be very fair when I'm like talking about things server related. I did this morning too. You know what I mean? Very careful with how I was saying things, making sure that, you know, individuals aren't being looked at, but the bigger picture. And, you know, it just kind of, I don't know, man. It just, that felt so bad. It just kind of, I don't know. You're eating spaghetti? Oh shit. No, don't compare it to Sanguine. Yeah, a lot of people don't know this, but the Sanguine arc, listen, I'll move the curtain. Sanguine arc was, don't compare it with Sanguine. That was a lot of us role players coming together and people wanted those repercussions. In character, people were mad, but out of character, everyone was planning to go in for 30 years. I know, because I was a part of the convos. Yeah. Yeah. It was supposed to be epic. That was a great story arc. I don't like how it ended, though. I never... I will say, though, that it shouldn't have ended after they got thrown into prison. That should have been, like... Ultimately, like, if... transparently, it came out of our control after the arrests. But what should have happened at the end of, you know, putting people in... It should have been like more RP, more opportunity to get out early, like all those kind of things. That's the only regret I've got with Sanguine, is it should have been handled better after the sentences were given. Interrogations, it was so much RP wasted after they got put in prison, and what's his name? Axel got shot. It's like, yeah, that's when it turned to shit, in my opinion. Yeah, that whole storyline pretty much got hijacked, it felt like. Yeah, that would have been dope, but yeah, yeah. You gotta let things like simmer in RP. The thing is, like, if things don't simmer and are allowed to cook, it just becomes cops and robbers. You know what I mean? That every interaction becomes meaningless. Yeah, I said it.
Yo, Robin's just on the phone right now. He's just trying to get the person off right now. But yeah, so we talked to him about it, and he would agree to bring down the senior, but he wants you to ask him or talk to him formally to request the senior to come down.
I already did.
Okay. So
he wants me to like get on my knees to ask for a senior?
maybe a slobber too. I'm not entirely sure, but he's very adamant for whatever reason. Is like, yeah, if he talks to me civilly and
I genuinely don't understand what these guys are expecting. Their attitude immediately flipped the moment I had any pushback on being interrogated while on the ground.
Yeah,
I didn't even say much.
Yeah, we brought that up. We said, was he questioned while he was on the ground? And at first they said no. And then she was like, oh, well, I did say, like, why were you going so fast in like a conversational manner. But if he took, I can see why he may have took it like being interrogated.
It's literally an interrogating question. Like, what?
inherently it's like, why are you going that fast?
Like, hello? I don't understand. Like, are these like, you know, I joke about like badges being given out of cereal box, but
well, that's good.
They like, I don't understand. I'm so confused.
Yeah, they're for whatever reason very adamant that they want you to ask them nicely.
And they also said that the senior would probably be less nice than he will.
I don't give a shit what these cracker jack cops think. Here's what I would like. I would like you guys to find the first officer you can find, and I've got information on about the shooting at City Hall.
Which one?
The terrorism one.
The one that CG got charged for?
Yep.
Okay.
He did say he was going to exercise discretion. Do you want to, do you want to talk to him at all? Or
Oh no, I do not want to. There is nothing. I mean, look, there's nothing to talk about. Like, listen, I'll take the full fine and time. If they want to be on that, like, that's perfectly, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Look, if
Should
they
we see if we can get Decker.
If this is what they are looking for, that's what they'll get. You know, like I don't know how I can, you know, converse with somebody who's telling me to take my pants off, and bend over, and be butthurt because I'm not answering questions on the ground following a car crash. And then not telling me what I'm getting arrested for. Like, these guys are bozos. Like, it's not worth talking to them. I don't think they've got the social aptitude to have a conversation to begin with.
Okay. Is there a specific officer you want? I know Robert mentioned Decker or anything, or you just want any?
Actually, could I is McNulty's around?
Yeah, I mean, given the beeps that just went out, we'll see if he's available.
I can wait.
They just twatted out Decker K, so I don't think he's an option.
Oh, just bring me. Oh no, it's fine. Like, you can just bring me next to his bed. You know, I can talk to him while he's bleeding out. What, they're
maybe need
trained
to-
for
you
that.
could go to the
I thought.
hospital, too.
I'm only kidding. Listen, I fuck with McNulty, but it's kind of ridiculous. It's hard for me not to meme about this.
Yeah, should we
Like, I
say
mean,
that
while he's
you
on the
want to-
ground, maybe we can, you know.
Should
The
we
thing
say you
is,
want to speak to McNulty about the shooting
yeah.
at City Hall?
I'm sorry. Say again.
So should we say you want to speak to McNulty about the shooting at City Hall?
Yes. I listen. I fully, like I said, I fully understand that they're probably gonna ultimately take their side, but like I said, I want to make sure I'm doing what I think needs to be done. Like, I already give like my friends bullshit, like a bunch of shit. I mean, for not bringing things to court, and I feel like I'd be a hypocrite if this shit happens and I don't at least tell the people who are running the police department what just happened. Because, and if they choose, like I said, if they choose not to hear it, you know, it is what it is. You know, at least I did my job. Just like if I think something wrong happened to me and I go to court and I get guilty, at least I, you know, tried. So,
yep.
Yeah, I'm willing to wait down here, but I got information for McNulty pertaining to the courthouse shooting.
Okay.
All right.
And I'm down to wait here as long as I need to.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I mean, that's the most Tuggz can do, you know what I mean? At least, you know, he's gonna go to jail. It is what it is. But like, fuck going to court. You can 1,000% go to court over it, right? But what transpired in Tuggz' eyes goes like so beyond that, it's insane. Like, you have to understand, there's like, you know, from Tuggz' position, they wanted that arrest so badly. They're like, fuck if you die. Fuck you if you die on the ground. I almost want to. I just, it's crazy, man. Oh, wait. Did he even tell me? Apparently a traffic citation into, guys, don't talk about people's characters and the other streamers and shit. Yeah, not here, guys. There's reasons to be annoyed, but don't go into the realm of toxicity. Yeah, I did. I'm helping provide some feedback. This is why crims are pissed. Crash equals a day in prison. Brother, please don't conflate those things. A crash going into prison is completely reasonable if you're being chased for having done a crime. Discovery of a crime? Like, after a crash is insane.
Game he's playing with right now. He is saying that he's gonna move forward processing because everybody's at that emergency call.
Oh, that's cool. I can wait here.
He's forcing you to be processed up, and he's
Okay,
basically
let's go to bench trial then.
Okay.
I think we need to argue all of these things. After which, I want a civil lawsuit filed immediately following this, where I want to sue them on.
Just swat it out.
Oh, perfect.
Hold on a second.
Yep. Bro, I low-key, like, I'm not going to do this because I don't want it to come across as like I'm jumping on Nino to set things right. But McNulty did. But, like, there's an aspect of me who's like, I need to go on Nino and actually do clap. Back in the day, I'm not going to do it, though, just because I feel like it hits too close to home. That I would feel like it is back in the day, I made a thing called Clap, which was a program to get the PD in check. And we had 15 to 20 lawyers waking up through the train.
Okay, yeah, McNulty's on his way now.
Awesome, thank you. I personally, if they don't drop all these charges, I think I think we should go to bench, argue, like, specifically, like, highlight how the detainment even began to begin with, and, like, the fact that they didn't tell me why I was under arrest, despite being asked. Bring up that I was being questioned while incapacitated. I think we should also bring up the fact that they, in my opinion, were trying to coerce us into a guilty plea. Like, with the statements that they made over there. I think all these, like, things, like, there's such a list of things that is crazy to me that I feel like these things should be highlighted in the court case. I am curious how, I mean, it even, like, it almost seems malicious, like, at the end of the whole thing. And then finally, after that court case, I want to sue them for the manner by which they were trying to interrogate me while waiting for medical.
Okay.
And, like, you guys know legal terms, like, you know, distress, like, you know, like, does it go under, like, you know, I'm sure there's a bunch of shit we can throw and see if it sticks. I don't know what those things would be, but
Yeah, different forms of punitive damages.
In addition to that, whatever we say in court becomes public record. Therefore, the COB, the Civilian Oversight Board, has something to work with as well. So even if you don't get anything from it, there's still stuff that we could give the Civilian Oversight Board to work with as far as, like, any sort of punishment they can do afterwards.
yeah, I don't even care what the ultimate results are. The only thing I want to do is bring these guys into court, like, every single fucking day over every small thing. I am going to walk around with a camera. I want to sue them on everything.
Oh shit. Still baffled at that one case where the guy tried to sue you for filming a Z's or something.
Oh my god, that was... You know what made it worse? Oh yeah, that's actually one of the lawsuits I want to do. I meant to email you the video. But to fill you in on this, I had the 2 new heads Wasn't Bones, the two guys under him, Cornwood?
Cornwood and Cassidy.
Yeah, threatened to arrest me and trespass me for filming outside Mission Row PD.
That was the craziest court case that happened.
I genuinely don't think these guys like know what the heck they're doing.
They're not aware.
Like if they don't know the basic like rights, then is it really surprising that they're like doing shit like this, you know?
Here's what I think happens. I think they train the cadets on some basic stuff, but then when it comes to the more like, I wouldn't even call like arresting someone for filming nuanced, but it's more nuanced than like Miranda rights. They don't teach the cadets that, and then they just let them keep going with the wrong foundation.
And they spice it up with the shit attitude, expecting everybody to glaze them at every site.
Yeah, it is fucking crazy. Like,
you know, I had a client the other day where Denzel Shiesty was asking him to sing a song so he would get time off.
That's wild. See, I can understand that if like, look, if you like, you know, you get caught doing something, you know what I mean? Like, listen, I ain't on that crazy shit where it's like, you know, you do something and like, you know, you get caught, you face the time and fine, it's whatever.
Yep.
You know? Like, it's kind of like what happened with my first arrest. Like, I waited down here for like...
approaching, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. McNulty, how you doing?
Hello.
Yeah.
Supervisor was requested.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you mind if I talk to you without your officer over there?
Sure, that's fine. Just back away a little and I'll chat with him, okay?
I said McNulty.
Yeah.
I've had some issues with the PD, right? But
Okay.
I know a lot of those things can be
Get in
handled.
line.
Like, listen, I've shot you guys, you know.
Yeah.
I probably plan to kill you more, all these kind of things.
Okay, I
I'd
want to
say
say
probably.
opening argument, not great.
Yeah. I mean, I've
I think
killed
he's just being
cops.
real with you.
I'm pretty much a terrorist now.
He's
gonna be
showing
honest.
that he's showing that he's honest.
Yeah. You catch me doing some shit, yo, throw me away. I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
Right? And transparently, I'm coming off the heels of my first arrest. McNulty, I waited here 2 hours. Now, I'm giving you some background, all right? I want you to hopefully understand what I'm trying to say here. I waited 2 hours in the cells so that I could get a lawyer to come down, you know, it was my first felony, you know. And I'm giving the impression of like, oh, dude, you know, it's not like I'm just going to give you this fine in time, like whatever. And I'm not understanding the concept that I'm not trying to become a felon, you know, and sort of getting the impression that I should be thankful for a fine and time reduction and not care about whether or not I'm labeled a felon or not. You get me? 2 hours go by. Finally, the lawyer comes. I provide evidence, video evidence, showing that some of the charges that were getting pressed against me could not have possibly taken place. This is in regard to like a hot gun. And I get it. I know your hands are tied, whatever, right? But what I also know, talking to Decker about this thing, is that apparently you guys don't always have to give those charges, especially if you got evidence that the person could not have had the gun in some of those things. I had video, including one where the videotape was taken as I was doing G6 at the time a shooting took place. And the argument was like bending over backwards to be like, go take it to court. Right? That kind of struck me a certain way. But it is what it is, right? I would fight those battles. Whatever. What just happened to me, I do not even in a million years comprehend what just took place to my person. I was driving down the road. A vehicle came and struck me from the side. I went out the window. I land on the ground. Then I didn't know if it was a local that hit me. It happened really quickly, you know? the lady gets out of the vehicle, making sure I'm good. Then a cop car pulls up and pulls next to me. I'm like, oh, cool. I'm getting medical or whatever. You know, I'm fucked up on the ground. I'm grunting, right? I'm barely responding to things. As anybody that's in a car accident would do. Eventually, I did ask the lady if she's a taxi driver, and you know, she'd be willing to pick me up at the hospital. And even when doing so, it was very like begrudgingly. I don't know like what a better word is. Like I barely got it out. Very clear I've been fucked up in this car accident. While we're 10 minutes go by, EMS starts to arrive, and the lady cop starts interrogating me on the ground. I give an indication that I'm not gonna like. You have to understand.
Yeah,
I'm fucking dying on the ground.
Yeah, I
and why am I
spoke to them
being?
about that? I said at that point you shouldn't have spoken to him in any. You should have asked him any fucking questions. The only question you ask if someone is on the ground, potentially crippled and dead, is "Holy shit, are you okay?"
That's exactly it. I was taken aback by the. Like I was just a piece of meat at that point. It's not like I was sitting there having a coherent conversation or whatever. It's very clear I'm fucked up. And so given the fact that I'm fucked up and now I'm being interrogated, I had to give my last resort effort of being like, what are you doing? And I said, I don't remember exactly what I said, but it was something to the effect of, I'm waiting for medical, or like, why the like, you know, something like a very sharp, no curse words, nothing like, at least I don't think it was. And I immediately get the response, oh, now you switched up on me. Which I don't even know what the heck that's supposed to mean. But the only way I can interpret it in my mind is, why are you injured on the ground and not giving me answers to my interrogative questions about a crime that you might have been involved in? Like, I've been absolutely, since that moment, been absolutely confused what the hell happened to me. I am now being told to put under arrest. I'm now in detainment. I'm this and that. And now I'm in cuffs. I'm down at the hospital. I get my treatment. I got 2 officers with guns out. I don't even know what's happening, right? Like, it's like I just fucking committed terrorism after a car crash. They tell me, they told me that they were chasing me the entire time with their lights and sirens. I can swear to you up and down that at the moment of collision is when there was a light and siren. I was the entire time under the impression that this red car that had crashed into me is what those cops were chasing. But now I have them like lying through their teeth. Now, is there an entire world that they may have been, I might have been going so fast and they're trying to catch up with me, whatever. You know what? I'll give that to them, right? But I just don't understand where the priority went from like the medical to that. Now, once I got my medical treatment, I asked the officer with scars on his face, why am I under arrest? And why the heck are you guys treating me like a piece of meat? And this guy is very clearly offended that I was treated like shit and that I'm asking him, why am I under arrest? And he's refusing to tell me. It wasn't until the lawyers arrived that I started to get clarity what the arrest is for. And I'll let my lawyers explain what kind of insanity they told them.
So initially when we came by, we started to talk to everybody. Mr. Riker made it clear that, this was initially because of the fact that Mr. Tuggz here was speeding. They were saying he was getting clocked at 135, all this jazz, so they blipped him up. In Riker's own word to me and Robin, it was that, to be fair, he said to the effect of, to be fair, my lights and siren were on for about a second to second half before a red car jumped out and made a collision with Mr. Tuggz. Once he explained what led up to basically the joyriding.
Could you
and
speak up
basically-
just a little bit there?
Oh, sorry.
There you go.
Once he explained the premise
Yo,
of what led up
Daster,
to the
thank you for the 5
joyriding,
months.
and everything else, he was telling us stuff about like, hey, if he talked to me nicely earlier, or if he was a bit more civil about things, this would have been just a warning and he would have let him off. But he made it clear to me and Robin that because Mr. Tuggz had, somewhat of an attitude and wasn't being civil about things, while he was still on the ground, injured and out of his mind, to be fair, he was saying that he was being hostile, and that it led to the arrest, basically, is because of the way Mr. Tuggz acted. From there, that was the story that we were given. Robin, if you have anything to add on to that afterwards. But the rest of the experience was, we mitigated between the two parties, the officers and Mr. Tuggz. Mr. Tuggz, recognized the situation. He just wants to have a civil discussion. That's why he requested for a senior. The back and forth we got with Officer Riker and then later Officer Wolf was that, Mr. Riker was insistent on not giving it unless Tuggz asked him nicely. For multiple requests that we made, it always had to ended in the effect of, well, we could do these things if he talks to me civilly. We could do this if he talks to me civilly, or if he talks to me nicely and stuff like that. It always had to involve Riker being asked in the way he wanted Tuggz to ask him, whatever. So, even when it came down to asking for you, Mr. McNulty, he still insisted that Tuggz made the request to Riker in the fashion that he wanted. So that's my perspective on it, Robin. I'm pretty sure there's some blanks.
Wait, roll that back. I was specifically requested.
Well, first he was requesting a senior, then
Yes, because that's the COC.
Yeah.
Chain of command.
Yeah, he requested that, was refused because first it was in order to do that he wanted Tuggz to ask him nicely. Then we went back and forth, and then
hold right there.
The beefs came out.
Okay, so in regards to the attitude, right? I'll ask you. This will be a question for Tuggz here, I suppose.
Yeah.
What would you like me to do here?
I leave that to you. Not a police officer. But I did think to myself, right? Like, look, McNulty, I have to explain to my own friends that might be on the other side of the law that if they don't agree with something, bring it to court, right? That's how shit gets, like, resolved. Now, in this particular case, I could go to prison, come out, shoot them, do all kinds of crazy shit. But what I experienced felt so egregious, something that I've never experienced, and I didn't even know what was happening to my person, that I wanted to make sure that somebody that, look, I've definitely shot you before. Probably don't know that. But I think you've got a good enough head on your shoulders.
Took $20,000 off me because apparently he didn't stab someone.
Wait, what?
What?
The court case.
The civil case.
Oh, that was on Slacks, though. Wait, he took the money from you?
No. I meant the LSPD, not me personally.
Oh.
Can I ask you a question about that?
Yeah.
Do you think I was well within my rights to shoot you at that time?
No, and the judge agreed.
Well,
but if you want me to even go further, I think it's absolutely insane that the court case is still up when the only officer that apparently saw all this is literally dead. And to kind of highlight my grievance of this attitude that a lot of cops are giving about, like, take it to court. You know, that court case, now I was sick on Sunday, but it took like 6-7 weeks to get that going, you know?
Okay.
But,
I will admit something to you, Mr. Tuggz, and that is, if someone gives me attitude, I will always push back on that attitude, right? Obviously, as an officer,
I expect that.
There's
100%.
there's a certain amount of professionalism that is to be expected of an officer. But if someone treats me like a shit cunt, I'm gonna treat them like a shit cunt back. However, how to contradict my own words. If someone's bleeding out and crippled from a car crash, you make sure they're okay before you do anything else.
Yeah, and that's
even in the courthouse the other day. One of the terrorists was shot down, critical and bleeding, and I dived in a gunfire to drag them into the courthouse.
Yeah.
So I will say I understand where you're coming from. I can speak to the officer, but in regards to the charges here.
Oh, the charges.
You're simply just trying to say, hey, you know what?
These cops, if you want me to be honest,
like a piece of fucking meat.
If you want my honest opinion, these two should not be roaming the street. They're a danger to society. And I am doing my due diligence, knowing that regardless of what happens to me, at least I did my part, and I'm letting somebody that can watch an eye, has a say in these things, to take a look at how psychotic these two are. Are they willing to lie and do whatever they need in order to fuck you over? Now, these guys are the lawyers are being. I want to be very clear here. The attitude that they're referencing, where this started off, was a simple statement I gave in protest to being interrogated while on the ground. Very short. It wasn't even like could have been taken the wrong way kind of thing, and it all stemmed from that. And it almost is the impression of like, you pull your pants down and bend over, otherwise we're gonna fuck you. Like it's crazy. It's so yeah, that's I think honestly, whoever trained them or gave them the badge, they might want to reconsider these two patrolling the street, because they're gonna fuck you over one day. They probably fucked a lot of people over, to be honest. I'm not expecting what you walking away and like, they're losing the badge or anything like that, but I'm just telling you my perspective, and I wanted to make sure I relayed that, and then whatever you guys choose to do, that's your thing. Like, keep an eye on them, whatever it is, but these two scared the shit out of me.
I will talk to them. Look, it's one of those annoying things where, yes, we have a job to do. I am aware, very, very aware after recent events that, we take people's lives, it does fall on them. They commit felonies. They get arrested. We send them up, and to a certain degree, I understand we're taking away time from their lives, but that doesn't mean we have to be shitty about it. I will agree on that.
Oh, just to be clear, McNulty, you send me up for 500 months, $500,000 charge, I'm chilling. You know what I mean? No, I'm not chilling. I'm going to fight it, obviously.
Yeah.
But
obviously,
you don't have to tell me like I get like you're going to waste it, like, the time and all. That's not, I don't live that life. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Even when I got those charges for 400 months, I was in prison for 3 hours. I served my sentence in there. I got out of debt. I did all that. That's, I'm not on that vibe. What I experienced was, that was not, I don't know what the hell happened to me, to be honest.
Okay. Understood. I get where you're coming from. I'll have a conversation with them, because like I said, I will treat criminals like people. To me, you might be a violent felon, but you're still a person, and not every time are you trying to do dumb shit. I get you.
Yeah.
I'll have a conversation.
I will say this too in support of what Mr. Tuggz is bringing up to light about, especially with Officer Riker. I will throw this out as another example, is that in a previous case as well, with another client of mine, and ultimately
I'm talking very in character.
A diversion program was suggested to the judge, and
it's not my place to say whether someone should or shouldn't be a cop OC.
But Riker, as the prosecution, made every attempt to try to stop that, despite the fact that this person was only being charged for negligence of ownership and stuff like that. But the main thing I'm getting at is that I am in agreement with Mr. Tuggz in the sense that Mr. Riker does not have the best interests of the public at heart.
Yeah.
All right. Understood.
While we're at it, since we're throwing things. 2 days ago, there was a court case with Dr. Bashar.
That's the one I'm referring.
Oh, there was a. Wait, was he involved in that?
Yes, he was the one that tried to stop Judge Angel from letting the STD program to be implemented at every step. He
Yes.
was questioning if this was only for a traffic violations, which letter of the law says, or it could be for the license to be not suspended or removed, or for first-time felons. He didn't have that, so he tried to find every sort of language to basically get denied. As far as like he even went as far as like, can PD just deny this outright with like using the examples that Crane came up with in the legislation.
Yeah.
He made every attempt during discussion with Judge Angel to basically throw a wrench in the system or get it make it so that he's not qualified to get that diversion program.
The word bad faith comes to mind. There's also a statement. The lady cop that's over there was there to. She said something in front of the judge and them that implied that the entire law needs to change. So someone like a doctor who probably actually did get his gun stolen, because I'll tell you what probably happened, is that you have to set your keypad in your pocket before you put it in. He probably didn't know that, just like I didn't know that till last week. Someone probably yoinked the gun, and this guy's about to lose his job, and you're telling a doctor who's just saved lives, no, you belong behind bars and lose your medical license. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I get you guys got to do your job, right? Like, I fucking blast cops. I expect you're going to shoot me back, put me in prison, all that. But when you kind of start going beyond the badge, like, that's where it starts to get real scary.
In addition to that, too, during the case, it was brought to light and on record that Dr. Bashar wasn't even awake during this time, but he continued to, in bad faith, tried to push the felonies on to Dr. Bashar as best as he could, even after the court case when the diversion program was brought up and was entertained by the judge.
Anyways,
so,
okay,
bad faith, not having the best interest for the general public, those are concerns that are substantiated from past actions and today's actions as well. Even trying to have a civil conversation with you, Mr. McNulty, even when we told him, like, Mr. Tuggz recognized that it could be a heated discussion we had with Officer Reich directly and wanted to de-escalate and have this conversation civilly. Even then, like, the barrier to that was the fact that Tuggz has to talk to Riker the way Riker wants him to. Those were the requirements that were given to us each time we made suggestions to have a civil conversation between Mr. Tuggz and any senior officers.
Okay.
It was a journey to get here.
All right. I will have a full conversation with them in regards to any kind of prosecution. I will leave that up to the lawyers, but I will have a personal conversation with them because, like I said, criminals are people regardless of previous convictions.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Tuggz, you have anything else you feel like I want to say to me before I head out?
Yeah, if I do end up shooting you later today, it's like nothing personal,
And if I shoot you in your fat head, it's also not something personal, okay?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you, McNulty.
Right. No worries.
Appreciate it, sir. All right.
Okay. Let's see what they come with the charges, but I'm down to go to court, to be honest. Any minute I'm taking these two off the street is probably better for everybody.
Let's run it. Oh wait, Robin, oh no, I think he said himself that the Officer Wolf, the lady that was asking questions on.
Was I even driving the car, dude?
Yeah, I was. That was in the back of my mind, but since that never even came in, like, could there have been someone else driving that I didn't even look for?
Yep. Did they got DNA? Why was I under, like, why was I searched? What was their reason? Was I running down the street? I mean, look, I'm going to be honest with you. I fully expect that they're going to say a million different things, but, you know. But you know what? I think we hit every point and make it very confusing. Number one, did they see me in the vehicle? Number 2, did they even attempt to stop me? Number 3, was there concern getting me medical or going for an arrest over, like, even if in theory they magically knew all these things, that it was over speeding, right? Like, you know.
You gunshots just now?
I had 1.
Oh.
2.
Oh, they're probably doing ballistics or something.
Yeah, considering those 2 aren't running to go see, probably. Yeah.
Oh, it's also worth bringing up that they asked me about, they were inferring I was driving the vehicle. They were trying to get that out of me while I was receiving medical, not even being Mirandized. Not that I think that's going to help, since that just throws shit out, but I think pointing all these things out is probably pretty good. And then immediately afterwards, we do a civil lawsuit for like $30,000 maybe. For all the buzzwords you guys can think of for not giving a shit about my life. And you know what's crazy? They didn't even wonder that someone could have killed me. I don't know why they needed me in cuffs. I'm so confused. You know, I'm just going to say this out loud, is that it wouldn't surprise me if, like, they want to ID my clothes, of which I've got 5 of.
Wow.
Like, I feel like I might be stepping a little bit, but it's hard for me not to bring that up when I've been told that you have been ID'd in these clothes, quote unquote, as if I need to go pull out my PayPal account and start, you know, purchasing more, you know, like clothing assets, like, you know, like I don't.
You have to call up 10 tailors from all around the world.
I know that's a little wild, but I'm bringing it up because it's, you know, I understand that I have been told, like, by an officer, these clothes have been documented, like, which is crazy.
Peanut gets ID'd.
Yeah, that's like, whatever happened to, like, I think this is someone, but I don't know for sure. Like, you know.
Yeah. I wonder if they're arguing with McNulty right now.
Oh, I'm sure they're, you know, twisting the story a million different ways.
Also, they're getting sued for shooting Bobby Charles tomorrow.
Wait, who is?
Those 2.
Wait, why did they shoot Bobby again?
So here was a situation. They had someone pulled over for a traffic stop. The traffic stop wasn't finished. Fred, Bobby, and some people drive past in a tow truck and ask if the vehicle needs towed. They say no. Then Fred and the person they had in the traffic stop get into a shouting match. The person gets out of their car from the traffic stop and walks up to Fred's tow truck, so all of Fred and his goons get out, including Bobby. They surround him and they basically just start shouting and arguing. Then the guy that was in the traffic stop, like, pushes Bobby, so Bobby hits him with his wrench, and then they shot Bobby.
Yo, that's crazy.
I think he was getting charged with either assault with a deadly or assault and battery. And then I wanted it bench, and Bobby got misdemeanor obstruction. The judge basically said the police should never have allowed that to get to that point. So yeah, and it was those 2 at the traffic stop. Yep. And then Bobby's going to not bench, civil court tomorrow for it.
Yo.
This is representation.
Oliver.
You know, I feel like Oliver is gonna be an easy one for him.
Yeah, Oliver's going against Grace.
Oh.
And probably Roman. I assume they always are coming up here. I mean, Oliver lost to them yesterday. Well, kind of lost. They asked for 90,000, and I think they got 30.
Yeah, I'm not concerned,
They have to pay out all that.
don't worry about the OOC on all that.
Yeah,
Don't bring up the OOC aspects to
I
it,
sued
guys.
a doctor for 50,000 yesterday. Well,
Whether you win
sued
by an inch or a mile, it's a win.
Who cares? At the end of the day, that
Do you know
was
if your clients paid Lang?
absolutely embarrassing.
That guy has been talking to me the entire day. He's like, "Can we do something about this? Can we appeal it? Can we do this? Can we do that?" I was like, "Bro, you're on record and basically threw out stand your ground laws on your own. Like, you could probably talk to a judge about a deferment plan or something, or like some sort of like payment plan, but you got to pay that up."
And Mr. Miller's to this one. A doctor was at the like an off-duty doctor was at the hospital, and Lang held someone up to like, and then like got an EMS to call the police. And then they took him into a private room, and the doctor like shot them without saying a word. And then on the stand, he was like, I was hiding from the gunman, but then he also said he was brandishing his gun.
Yeah, chat. Don't bring up don't bring in meta into chat.
Yeah.
Look, at the end of the day, it's not that serious. That was what happened to Tuggz. Is literally the most one of the most. It is on the same level
I can't see from where I am.
of the regulators when we were playing on Prodigy. It's on the same level. But at the end of the day, who gives a shit? I lost a gun. I might go to jail. Whatever. I don't really care. But and anything beyond that shouldn't be y'all's concern. You know, I'm gonna do what I got to need to do separately. Right now, let's just kind of focus on the RP. You know, we made our complaint in character. Gonna bring it to trial. We'll go and hit him with the civil lawsuit. We also don't want to know the meta because we want to see how it plays out. Ultimately, this is a big challenge. Does Minogty understand Tuggz is coming to him and being very transparent? And then at that stage, a superior officer who's in charge of these officers at least has an idea, because for all we know, in 2 weeks, he may not even believe Tuggz right now. In 2 weeks, over a course of many things, they may notice something, right? Yeah. It's kind of crazy. I had to explain, you know, I don't mind fines and times, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I actually find that to be like the least frustrating thing with everything, you know what I mean? It's kind of like when I get into something, I like kind of know what to expect, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
that does seem a rare thought mindset.
yeah, I mean, I get other people with that, but you know, I sort of feel like it kind of speak to part of my frustration is like, oh my God, other people did this. You know what I mean? So you must be the same.
Yeah.
You must be illegal, dude. You know? And maybe that's where the reaction, maybe part of why it hit so hard is like that anything that came out of my mouth other than I'm guilty or whatever was like a sign that I'm saying something I shouldn't be saying or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, there is just the whole attitude problem and like just lumping everyone into the same box.
Yeah. You know, 3 days ago, I think it was Monday. So I'll tell you guys this. I made a fake 911 because PD was looking for everyone and anything related to Chenggang.
Mm-hmm.
And so I made a call. I forgot what the 911 was.
Am I good to approach?
Yeah.
Do you want him to approach?
Let's give him 5 minutes. I'd rather tell the story first.
We just need a
Okay, got 5 minutes. Yeah.
So, what ended up happening was I made this like 911 call, right? And I forgot what it was, but it mentions I don't remember what it was exactly, but I made it. I said it was happening at Innocence. I made it like by the Innocence grocery store. I then went to my warehouse. I think I was like trying to see, you know, I forgot what it was. I think it was something along the lines of, I'm not yelling, chat. I don't remember what it was, but then I went all the way to my little farm where I do all my like farming shit. Because the idea was that if they, in my mind, it's like, okay, well, if they're looking like for all these different things, right, that are just even remotely related to Changang and like, oh, you've gotten a phone call from them, or like, oh, like, you know, I think I saw you touch someone in Changang, but we're just going to go like, you know, harass the shit out of you. I was kind of leaning on that whole thing. Well, lo and behold, out of the blue, 4 cop cars come. They look at Innocent, see me half a mile away. They completely surround me and had guns pointed to my ass.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Which,
Probably on orders of Max.
yeah, you know, I've been saying this, like, I don't even hold Max against it. Like, if I was a psycho and a mayor, like, if I was in his position, I'd be doing the same shit, bro. I mean, is it on Max for being able to use all those powers, or is it on the people that should be keeping him in check?
Yeah.
But anyways. Okay. Yeah, I'd say they drop all the charges or we go to bench.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go see what they are.
All right.
Dun, na, 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 na. Little Tuggz.
Little Tuggz. All right, Little Tuggz. Do you have any questions for me or anything you'd like to discuss?
I
can assure you
I don't want to offend you, so.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have a lot of medical training. Okay. I was EMS for a while. I have field trauma medical care experience in combative situations. I completely understand why out on Palomino Freeway you felt like you were being interrogated.
I was interrogated, but please continue.
Okay. You and I both know, in fact, everybody in this room knows, that until you're Mirandaized, and especially when you're incapacitated, anything you say is completely irrelevant. Okay.
Okay. Listen, bitch. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to be patronized. Are you pressing charges or not?
So the only ones that we're going to be doing is the joyriding and the possession of the gun.
Okay. Okay, that's crazy.
The gun was hot.
Well, I don't even think you had the right to touch my body for any kind of arrest. So,
why is that?
I'm sorry. Was I driving the car?
Yes.
Oh, that's crazy. I can't. You're gonna say this in court?
Yes.
Okay. Let's do it.
All right. I'll request a bench show for you.
Could you explain to me why you didn't tell me why I was under arrest?
At what point?
Before you brought me down to Mission Row.
Because I had the intention of explaining this to you once we arrived,
I see.
And we're in a safe location to do so.
Okay.
Had every intention of explaining that to you in a timely manner.
Yeah. Okay. Well, y'all heard that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That has been requested, and I will come back with you if I hear back.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
No worries.
I love how this guy switched up, and then the moment he switched up, he went full on patronize mode. Guy can suck my dick, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, just so you know, if you're Mirandized, bruh, who the fuck asked you, bitch? I don't understand why he's coming over here to defend his idiot decisions. I don't know how that changes. Wait, what the hell was he? Am I like tripping right now? Like, what was his? Where the hell was he going with all this? He has medical training, so like he felt comfortable. Like what?
Yeah, I kind of don't know where it went. It was laying down the sauce, but it was just everywhere. We didn't know what he was trying to make.
It's almost like it's like ingrained in their mind that my concern came down to going to jail and not treated like a piece, like a fucking point on their fucking scoreboard.
That's what it was, because he thought the entire time you wanted a seniors because he thought you could he thought you could argue the case is better with a senior or something like that. When all we told him is that he just wants a conversation.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, they'll be more strict about it and they'll back me up and stuff. It's just like, it's not the point of the conversation. It's the point to have a civil discussion.
Yeah, dude.
What do we know, right? He's EMS, or former EMS. He knows what's up.
Bro, we got to grill them on everything. Did they have it clocked? You know, the things that you guys heard? Listen, I'm down to go full on buck wild on this, and I'm going to be straight with you. I get guilty plea or like the civil lawsuit don't work out. Bro, these two on my target list, bro. Every motherfucking arrest that come out, I'm going to be over there with the motherfucking camera type shit, dude. Does this guy not know what a motherfucking interrogation is? Like, motherfucker, like, why are you driving away fast from us? Like, they know exactly what the fucking intent that question is, dude. Yeah, that, like, bro, like, what the fuck?
You're just casually on the ground. So why'd you shoot him?
Yeah, exactly. So why did you shoot him, by the way? The fuck?
Why is it that when we're on your turf and you shoot the six of us down, why are you guys so pressed about that? Can you tell me?
Yeah.
I'm curious.
Yeah,
Type shit,
that's crazy. Yo, and the moment you answer that question, oh, we got him, boys. Fucking, that's some like straight up George Bush type shit, bro. Right there.
Well, like it's easy to say in hindsight, oh, we wouldn't have used anything you said, but if you had said something incriminating, I bet they would have used it.
Oh, 100%.
Oh no, we're just having a conversation. Okay. Why did you specifically ask him that? Why did you just go start off the conversation with, "Hey, how are you doing?"
I'm here. Yeah, I'm fucking going full gamut with this, man. Bro, this is standing on principle at this point.
Found guilty.
Oh, did they find one?
No, I said Trump got found guilty.
Wait, what?
Yeah, all counts.
Wait, can he still run for president, or is it like Los Santos?
I don't know.
Wait, 34 felonies? Is that true?
Yep.
Wait, why can't I run for mayor then?
Falsifying business records.
Yo, that's crazy. Yo, would it be fucked up if that's the argument we make, that felons should be mayors in Los Santos because America did it first?
We'll have to see if he gets jail time.
Oh, is it if he goes to jail it happens?
Well, he's been found guilty, but the sentence hasn't been delivered yet.
Yo, that's crazy.
I
Listen, I'm gonna keep it a buck.
4 years.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't want to go too deep into this, but I will say this much: both choices are complete dog shit. Like one motherfucker passing the fuck out on the motherfucking podium type shit, and probably a caretaker who making all the decisions, and then you got this motherfucker who did some crazy wild shit that I ain't even gonna say in the city.
Yeah.
So either way, we fucked, to be honest.
Then you have in England, you have the current prime minister saying that if he wins, he'll force national service on people.
Nah.
Like every 18-year-old is gonna have to do a year of national service.
I mean, yeah, they left the motherfucking, like, I don't know too much about like European shit, but didn't they like pretty much leave like like decide, yo, let's leave the EU while the world getting more globalized and shit like that? And it's like, yo, let's leave and leave all those benefits aside instead of being a powerhouse, just so, you know, yo, that's crazy. It's kind of like Max is the United States and the UK is motherfucking the police department, dude. They're more, it almost seemed like they were more interested in glazing us than like taking care of themselves type shit.
Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy. So motherfuckers in the UK gotta go to like motherfucking.
Well, if the Conservative Party wins the elections in June or July, I don't recall.
I mean, thing too is it almost seemed like our place is corrupt as shit, dude. Like shit getting crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, chat, we don't listen. You don't have to give any 07s in chat. Everyone here is a boomer and too old to serve in the UK military, anyways, or whatever country you guys are from. Y'all fucking boomers. That's the only political take I'll ever give, by the way, chat, is every option for most countries are complete dog shit. And they're significantly worse today than they were 20 years ago. As a brown man, I would probably take George Bush Jr. over anyone else. You get what I'm trying to say there? George Bush didn't exactly do do a service to anyone that was brown, but like, you think it's that might be a little too spicy. I probably have to double. I mean, maybe if he didn't come with Donald Rumsfeld and Dick Cheney. Was a brown man, I'd rather pick Trump over Bush Jr. At least he didn't start any new wars. I don't know, man. I don't know. Our options are pretty bad, dude. Whatever happened to like, I feel like yeah, actually, good, fair point. Fair point. That was probably the start of things going downhill. We've had bad choices for a while. Yeah, okay. You know what? I take it back. I take it back.
Getting shot
I take it back. Hold on a second. George Bush was the reason for the Patriot Act. I sincerely apologize to everybody for that bad take I just had. I sincerely, genuinely apologize. I was stuck in the how bad it is today to like think about it. Biden's not good for America. Biden or Trump are good for America, man. I refuse to pick one. I'm sick of the pick the best. Pick the one that's the least worst. Fuck that. That made sense 20 years ago. Not anymore. Now it's just absolute fucking dog ass.
Yeah. Change the floors at the house.
Oh, yeah?
And it would.
Probably would have been better with Al Gore.
Just the top floor right now. I couldn't be bothered going to the basement yet. There's some parts I need to put a rug down because the wood looks a bit weird when joined together.
Makes me wish Mitt Romney won in 2012. Dude, as someone who lives in Massachusetts where Mitt Romney was my governor and I did not like him, I probably don't know if I disagree with that. I mean, it's hard to... I don't know, man. Let's move away from politics.
Yeah.
This shit too deep. Listen.
The white doors to my
chat is filled with people that rage over roleplay and get upset over small shit. This is not the time or place or probably has a collective IQ to have a conversation about politics right now. You know what I mean? Let's just all agree every option is fucking ass and leave it at that. You know what I mean? And feel like we're united in chat. let's just agree that every option is ass. Yeah, I live in Massachusetts. I don't even want to think about politics. That shit makes me miserable.
I'm still signed into Brian. Okay.
Wait, called my poli-sci degree useless? Oh, I'm sorry, man. I don't actually believe in college. You should hear one of my rants about college and how it. I have a master's degree, by the way.
Now that I went against both of you, you need to do the sort of triangle.
Wait, say that again?
I think college is a part of the.
Because I went against him and you.
Yeah. Computer science, summa cum laude, dude. Summa cum laude, master's degree.
Did your appeal get rescheduled, Tuggz?
Oh, sorry. Say again.
Did your appeal get rescheduled yet?
No, I'm not like super pressed about it though. On the rent, not now.
Considering that Rook is dead, I don't know how it would end up going.
I don't know. I did see something on the docket about given what's happening. I don't know if like the judges may have been memeing on the docket, but they're either memeing or they're trying to figure out the precedent of what happens if like a cop dies, you know, on a docket case. But I forgot there was something said in there like, oh, get like a second judge entered in, but I'm assuming it was memeing. Yeah, I'll tell you guys my take on college one of these days. I believe in education. I don't believe in college.
Yeah, see,
for the vast majority of people.
Well, Cross took it initially, and then Judge Hallow entered. But Cross
it's
was
a part of the banking scheme and modern day enslavement of civilians.
Yeah, Cross said Officer Rooker is dead, still calling him as a witness. I don't know if we can drag his corpse to the stand. So I guess he was memeing on that part.
Oh yeah, I couldn't tell. I think you're right. I think it's more likely meme than anything. No. Some people do need college. I think some degrees definitely do. I think the vast majority do not need college. Vast majority can get cheaper education. And like I said, I have a master's degree in comp sci. It helped me, but I also spent twice as long, paid significantly a lot. All it does is fucking throw you into debt, brother. And it wasn't just, listen, I don't want to go too deep into this, but I'm not some random bozo that got a degree. I used to work for a Fortune 500 on a multi-billion-dollar product where I was the technical lead in charge of 350 engineers making boardroom level decisions on these things as a tech lead. So I was doing some brainiac shit. Yeah. So it's not like, I'm working some random job and I went to college and I felt useless. No, I can back my shit up. And then I went to work. I was like employee number like 45 in a startup that got sold to HP.
It's like IKEA down
gonna
here. They don't
IPO
have Windows CEs.
and
I bet that clock's not even correct.
Startup is the
lose track of
basis
time.
of the TV show Silicon Valley. So if you've ever watched the HBO show Silicon Valley, that's our product in the background. They just changed the label to say Pied Piper instead of Simplivity. Yeah. Did it. Yeah, maybe that'll explain why I like doing crazy shit like moonshine and all that. As a pixel farmer, yeah. What made you leave the job? I'll give you the TLDR. I pretty much left because the company was going downhill. The startup towards the end, I wasn't satisfied. I was putting in you see my work ethic with streaming. This is the same work ethic I used to have in the software industry. So I got shit done. But as I was getting shit done, things started to go sideways and I got burnt out. So my intent was my streaming career was good enough to make me enough to I was making enough with streaming to get by. And I was intending to just take a year off before going back, and then shit popped off. I will say though, the pay is comparable. You'd be surprised, man. My colleagues are making $350 a year now. $350, $450. They're making a lot. Make a lot. But I like what I do. Yo, what's going on, Garrett? Oh my God, guys. Garrett's gonna be a dad. Did you know Garrett's naming their firstborn dasMEHDI? It's crazy. No. Now you got to do it. Yo, congratulations, man. I'm really happy for you. Yeah, show him some love, chat. No. I have a solution to education. We'll do one of these days. Are you gonna have a long day today? I'm jumping on later. Oh shit! Yeah, I'm gonna be around. We're about to do court case after court case. We standing on
something broke.
principle, bruh. Yeah, I wonder.
My sanity.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Fat Neck, thank you for the 7 months. Frickster, thank you for the fresh sub. Masam, thank you for the 3 months. Unravel 3D with the 2 months. Daxter with the 5 months. Rasser with the 2 months. Santa with the 2 months. Pure with the prime sub. Madison with the fresh sub. Nesh with the 6 months. Logicate with the 5 gifted subs. Fatal with the 65 months. Logicate with the 5 gifted subs. Boki with the 10 gifted subs. Naughty Santa with the 10 months. Fumble, thank you for the fresh sub. Milan, thank you for the prime sub. Alex with the 6 months. Anonymous with the gifted sub. Logicate with the 20 gifted subs. Foles with the 14 months. Nimbo with the 7 months. Ski with the fresh sub. Tim, thank you for the 5 months. Oskma with the 3 months. Major, thank you for the 56 months. Cypher, 78 months. Purple Headed with the 2 months. Yo, I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
This might seem like something that could interest you, Tuggz.
Mm.
The mayor is in violation of the late treasurer's only legislation.
Oh, really? Wait, what's the legislation he passed?
It's called the Funding Transparency Act, and it says that any adjustments to taxes, salaries, subsidies, or any other action with overarching economic impact executed by the mayor's office must be referenced via state announcement and must be immediately documented in a publicly available up-to-date catalog for all citizens to view at any time. For the manhunt for CG, the police's salary was upgraded to $3,500 an hour.
Oh, shit.
And there hasn't been a state announcement, and that document is not publicly accessible. I said this
Wait,
to...
they're getting paid more money?
Yep. I said this
Yo,
to
these
Dr.
motherfuckers are like their personal motherfucking like security to me or whatever. Yo, this shit crazy. Motherfucking King John type shit, bro.
She said that that the salary change is documented in a document available to city council. And I said, but that's not publicly available. And she said, oh well, they can request it. But the legislation specifically says available up-to-date catalog for all citizens to view at any time.
I wish I could see some morning
If you need to put in a request, that's
maybe
not
once a
viewable.
week.
Love the RP.
Or maybe I am not
wish I
here
could
when
see
you
some more
find
Nino
What is
tonight.
your take on Micro's
Maybe
opinion
once a
on
week,
college and
or maybe I am
blue-collar
not here
jobs and
when you do
pushing
them.
less people into college
What
and
is your
more
take
people
on Mike
into
Rowe's
trades?
opinion on college and blue-collar jobs and pushing less people into college and more people into trades?
I'm going to tell you in a second. And thank you for the 25 spots. Sorry, I keep meaning to turn that off, but I'm sorry. I had something go off in my ear. What was that?
Like I said to Cantor that this like
We're approaching.
yeah, that's fine.
Alrighty. So unfortunately, there was no response from Judge.
Okay.
So we'll
That's fine.
We'll get your lawyers the report number. So that you can appeal it. I'm not even gonna send you up, to be honest. I'm just gonna, because you've been here for so long. I'm just gonna give you the fine and then cut you loose if you would like that. It is up to you.
I mean, it's whatever, dude.
Okay. If you have no preference, then I will make that decision for you. Is there anything you would like to know from me before I go ahead with that?
Who hired you?
The Los Santos Police Department.
Did you? Who interviewed you?
Do you have any questions pertaining to the incident today?
Well, I mean, it is pertaining to the incident because you were hired and then you focused on an arrest for some reason as opposed to my health, safety, and well-being.
Okay. Is that a statement, or would you like to engage in a conversation about that?
Well, yeah, that's why you asked me a question. I gave you an answer. That's why I was asking.
Okay. All right. Would you like to have a discussion surrounding the events today, or were you just making an hour statement?
Well, I was just kind of giving back the same energy because you came over here and you tried to explain to me why you didn't need to Mirandize me.
Right. I did Mirandize you at the hospital.
Do you remember what you said when you first approached just before this?
Yes.
And I said you were patronizing me?
Okay. Yeah, I remember that.
Why did you say that to begin with? Like, what was the purpose of going down that line of statement?
Because based on the conversation that I had with McNulty after he came away from this conversation he had with you, it was evident that there was a misunderstanding between both parties as to the purpose of the questions that you were asked. So I was offering the opportunity to clear that up. It's totally optional if you would like to accept it.
I see. Did you see anything wrong with asking me? First off, you didn't ask me any questions.
Mm-hmm.
The lady cop did.
Yep.
That's Maeve?
Yep.
Okay. You know that's an interrogative question, right?
It's only an interrogative question if we have the intent on using your answer. If you had said, for example, oh, I was doing 200 miles an hour on my way to kill the mayor, it would have been hearsay and not usable.
Why was I placed in cuffs?
Because you were driving a stolen vehicle.
Okay. You've been medically cleared to be on duty, right?
Do you have any questions about the incident?
Do you remember what question she asked me?
I heard a couple of them, not all of them.
Okay. Well, what was the question she asked?
The question she asked was, hey man, how fast were you going?
Okay. What was I arrested for?
Joyriding.
Okay. How did you know I was joyriding? Assuming that was the case.
Because you were operating a vehicle that did not belong to you and was reported stolen and had signs of tampering.
And how do you know that?
Because I saw you driving the vehicle. And then once the vehicle had come to a stop, I checked the vehicle, found signs of tampering.
Why did you claimed originally you were chasing me. Not till in the cells. Well, she did.
I did not.
What led you to chase my car to begin with?
We were not chasing you.
What?
We were not chasing you.
So then why did you say the lights and sirens? What about the lights and sirens statement?
Yeah, that does not indicate a chase. As you already stated, there was barely a moment in which the lights and sirens were activated before the accident happened.
So then why did you approach me? Like, why did you, what was the point? Like, why did you, okay, so when you came to where the crash happened, what was the intent of that?
There were two intents. The primary intent was to medically assess you and check on injuries. That became the priority. Well, okay, so I'll give you a timeline of events, okay, because the priorities changed. When we got the flag of the plate indicating the vehicle had been flagged as stolen, our intent was to initiate a traffic stop. Okay. We engaged the lights and sirens almost immediately. Honestly, probably before you even realized they were on. The vehicle accident happened. Mere moments between the two.
Where was your vehicle?
It was in the lane to the right of you. So you were in the left lane. We were in the right lane. We were about 2 car lengths behind you, 2 or 3 car lengths behind you. That pink/red 4-door came out of nowhere, slammed into you, pushed you into the pole.
Yeah.
You're doing 135 miles
They
an hour.
changed their story.
And you ejected. Okay. As soon as that happened, our priority, we now have a new priority, and that's to check up and see if you're injured, as well as the driver of the red vehicle.
I'm confused. So so I understand this correctly. You were driving in the right-hand lane?
Yes.
Okay. And why was the vehicle checked?
It's automatic. The vehicle is, our patrol vehicle radars are checking literally every single plate that goes past them. And if a vehicle is flagged as stolen, it immediately locks the plate and tells us that it's flagged as stolen.
Okay.
Which is reason to engage in a traffic stop and investigate.
Yeah.
We had no opportunity to do that because of the vehicle accident. Regardless, the vehicle is still flagged as stolen, and we investigate that. If that accident,
So your
hadn't have
radar
happened,
tells you that this car is stolen? Like, I don't understand.
yes, yes,
So it just
scans every plate.
automatically just tells you that a car's stolen.
If the owner has reported it as stolen, yes.
Okay.
So somebody calls in, says my vehicle is stolen. Here's the plate. It's flagged on our internal database.
Okay.
And that is uploaded to every single cruiser, every single radar. And if that plate is seen by the camera, it locks
1 year
it, and it
anniversary.
indicates to us that this
What did you get
plate
me?
is attached to a vehicle that's flagged as stolen.
Okay.
So we would initiate a traffic stop on that. Fortunately, we had no opportunity to do so because the vehicle accident happened.
I don't believe any of
Regardless,
this.
That's still there. That still exists. That traffic stop that vehicle accident that happened did not dissolve the fact that
This sounds like a retroactive.
Investigation still needs to happen. That being said, it became now a secondary priority, which was seconded by checking in on you.
Okay.
Okay. Now, as I said, I'm very sort of understanding of where you're coming from, in the fact that the questions that you were asked, from your perspective, probably came across as very, like they were an interrogation. As a first
They were interrogatory question.
So you're not being charged with speeding. Okay. So the question surrounding, what speed you were going,
bro,
has no bearing on this case at all. You were not pulled over. We did not intend on pulling.
Do you
over
have
because of the
do you
speed.
have a radar?
Yes.
Okay.
I could have asked you a question like, "Hey, are you okay?" Right? That's what most people would ask. "Hey, man, how you doing? Are you okay? How you feeling?"
Yeah.
Those are not good questions to ask, because if you're not sound of mind, if you've experienced a head injury, you very well may just say, "Yeah, man, I'm good. I'm okay. I'm feeling good," right? Because you've been in a vehicle accident, you might be experiencing shock. Okay, so very specific questions have to be asked to gauge whether or not you have a head injury. Now, bearing in mind, EMS had already been called and we're on the way. We are still first responders. And
So you asked me why I was speeding to assess my injury.
There are many, many questions that we can ask. But yes.
How long after the crash did you ask that question?
Approximately maybe 2 or 3 minutes.
I got you. Okay.
After that question had been asked, it was determined.
And you're
that
telling me
were
that
coherent.
question was asked in order to assess the level of injury I had?
Yeah.
I got you.
Like I said, if you would
listen, brother, let me explain
Go for it.
something. I understand that you might deal with like brain damaged individuals on a regular basis, and you think I might be that stupid. You can shove your answers up your ass and suck my dick.
All right. So it's going to be 1 count of joyriding, 1 count of criminal possession of firearm class 1. It will be $22,000, $22,175 fine, and 31 months in Bolingbroke Penitentiary. How do you plead?
Not guilty.
All right, and send that fine through to you now. Do you have any questions for me before I send you up?
Yeah, I asked you one, but you never gave me an answer.
Okay, and what question was that?
Who interviewed you?
Okay. Do you have any questions regarding the incident today?
Well, yeah, it's regarding the incident because some fool hired you and gave you a badge and a gun,
Okay.
which
Well, if you have any
ultimately
concerns
resulted
about my
in this.
employment, you're more than welcome to come and speak to a supervisor.
I'd like to
about it.
request a FOIA report. Can we do a
Yep, no
FOIA
worries.
request on
Yep, no worries. You
his?
can have your lawyer
If I
put
may
in a FOIA
finish.
request,
Yeah,
and it will be put to you in 4 days.
4 days is if this was regarding this incident.
It's the only incident that needs to be FOIA'd.
No. See, that's for me to determine. I want a FOIA request on how much this man is making, in addition to his job application.
Yeah, that's not information that
including-
you're gonna get.
Well, you do know what FOIA
Your
is, right?
salary can be
Oh,
requested.
salary, sure, yeah.
Yeah. You work for me. You understand
I
that?
work for Los Santos Police Department. Anyway, any questions about the incident?
No,
today
you
at all?
dumb bitch. You work for the people.
All right, have a good day. Do you guys do anything?
I thought he wasn't sending you up. Oh yeah. Oh, it changed real quick when Tuggz put him in his place.